Welcome to First Look, the video series that provides you with key information about new Nissan vehicles. Our goal is to arm you with the key product knowledge you need for effective product presentations and demonstration drives. Today, we'll be taking our first look at 2002 Altima. As you will see, Nissan Altima is totally new for 2002. It's larger, more stylish, and more powerful than any previous generation Altima. It even has new trim level designations. In fact, the only thing that remains the same is the name. As Nissan's largest volume sedan, Altima is the focus model of the 2002 lineup. It's also the first major expression of Nissan's new brand identity. It is specifically designed to provide functional benefits that match the values that Nissan and its customers share, namely, to set our own standards and to maximize life. The net result is an impressive mid-size sedan with bold, thoughtful styling and performance. 2002 Altima also targets a new group of buyers. Rather than attempt to be something for everyone, Altima is designed and engineered to be everything for someone. What does that mean? Well, many mid-size sedan buyers tend to be mainstream and conservative regarding purchases. They're often the ones who buy the biggest selling and often the most bland sedans. But there's a large group of buyers who are not satisfied with the bland sedan because it doesn't meet their demand for both outstanding performance and exciting styling. Let's meet these new Altima buyers.
The new Altima buyers are people who are image and style conscious. They tend to be individualistic and passionate. They embrace change. They are prospects who are buying homes, establishing families, and seeking out new experiences. They are just beginning to enjoy the rewards of their hard work. They are very different from the ones who bought the last generation Altima. They are younger, more likely male, and less likely married, but usually have more college education and a higher income.
While you're at it, you might want to mention that Altima becomes a much stronger competitor.
That's right. With its increased size, new 4-cylinder engine, and an available V6, 2002 Altima is positioned to compete head-to-head with the strongest sellers in the mid-size sedan segment, Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. Altima also becomes a great move-up for current compact and lower mid-size vehicle owners, generating additional conquest sales.
2002 Altima is Nissan's answer to the bland sedan. It looks like it's moving even when it's standing still. Its expressive exterior styling features an aerodynamic, performance-oriented profile, as well as distinctive headlight and taillight designs. This is a car that's designed to stand out from the competition, and it certainly does that.
The new Altima is much larger. It has a longer wheelbase and larger wheels and tires to give it an aggressive stance, as well as more stability on high-speed roads. HID xenon headlights, optional on 3.5 SE, provide nearly twice as much illumination as halogen headlights. The xenon gas also gives the lights a blue tint for a distinctive appearance. And all Altimas now have UV-reducing glass, which reduces harmful ultraviolet light and heat inside the cabin.
Speaking of inside, 2002 Altima owners will find a contemporary, comfortable interior environment.
Altima sports one of the largest passenger compartment volumes in its class. It has more head, hip, shoulder, and legroom than its previous generation. And it now has more overall interior room than Accord, Camry, Passat, and many other competitors. New luxurious seat cover materials and a high-tech instrument panel design make Altima inviting to ride in as well as exciting to drive. A new tilt and telescoping steering column allows a wide range of adjustments. A gated console shifter on automatic transmission models provides precise control of gear shift selection and a sporty shifting feel. Metallic accents on the console shifter surround, instrument panel surround, and door switch finishers enhance interior styling. Wood tone trim is optional on 2.5 SL and 3.5 SE with a leather package. A leather-wrapped steering wheel is standard on 2.5 SL and 3.5 SE and optional on 2.5 S. Fine vision instrument lighting makes gauges easy to read and enhances the visual appeal of the instrument panel. Under normal conditions, LEDs will last the life of the vehicle.
Buyers can choose from 3 distinct interior environments: performance, serene, and character. Each allows buyers to choose a style that reflects their personality. Several new standard and optional features add comfort and convenience. For example,
the one-touch auto down-up feature completely lowers or raises the front windows for convenient operation. Also, either the key fob or the ignition key can be used to open the front windows. Press and hold the key fob button to lower the windows. Turn the key towards the front of the vehicle to raise the windows. Turn the key to the rear of the vehicle to lower the front windows. Auto on-off headlights sense changes in natural light and automatically turn the headlights and taillights on or off for added safety and convenience. The valet key limits access to the vehicle by people such as valet parking attendants. It opens the driver's door and starts the engine, but it will not unlock the trunk, rear seat locks, or glove compartment. Also, tripping a switch inside the glove box prevents the trunk from being opened with a key fob or power trunk lid release. A trip computer displays trip information with a touch of the steering wheel mounted controls. Information includes the odometer reading, 2 trip meters, outside temperature, driving time, fuel consumption, average speed, and distance to empty. A digital automatic temperature control is available as an option on 3.5 SE. It allows the driver to set a temperature and rely on the system to remember and maintain the temperature automatically. Altima's 100-watt bass audio system features 6 speakers, available steering wheel mounted audio controls, and a volume control that adjusts audio volume automatically based on vehicle speed. The premium audio system is custom tuned by Bose to match Altima's interior acoustics. It features 150 watts, 8 speakers, steering wheel mounted audio controls, speed sensitive volume control, an in-dash 6-disc CD changer, and a radio data system. The radio data system, or RDS, is a data information service transmitted by some FM stations. It displays a station name or call sign, message, and music or programming type.
so when it comes to comfort and convenience, Altima has a lot to offer. And if you compare those offerings to what you can get on a competitor like Honda Accord, you find several advantages.
For example, not all Accords have standard power windows like Altima, and Accord does not offer the Auto Up feature. Also, you can't operate windows with either the key or the remote key fob. Accord's best audio system is only 80 watts with 6 speakers and doesn't offer features like automatic volume control or the radio data system. Furthermore, you won't find metallic accents, a telescoping steering column, or a trip computer on any Accord trim level.
Safety features are another strong selling point of the new Altima.
The driver and front passenger airbags feature dual-stage inflation. A second-stage igniter allows the airbags to deploy with greater or less force, depending on the severity of the impact, helping reduce the risk of injury from airbag deployment. 2002 Altima also features an available advanced roof-mounted curtain side impact airbag that provides head protection for both front and rear seat occupants in certain side impact collisions. Front seat back mounted side impact airbags provide chest protection during certain side impact collisions. Again, by comparison, Accord has only seat back mounted side impact airbags, not roof mounted curtain airbags for head protection.
For 2002, Altima offers 2 very powerful engines. The QR25 4-cylinder in the 2.5, 2.5S, and 2.5 SL, and the VQ35 V6 in the 3.5 SE. Both are double overhead cam engines that provide direct actuation of intake and exhaust valves for enhanced performance and engine efficiency. The QR25 is one of the most powerful four-cylinder engines among its competitors and has the technology that could make it one of the quietest. To test these claims, independent professional drivers put Altima through a series of rigorous evaluations at the Firebird International Raceway. The result? Well, let's hear from one of them and you can decide for yourself.
The acceleration on the Altima is great. It's got good low-end performance, great mid-range power, and great top-end horsepower. Let me show you what I mean. It comes off the line strong at 3,000 RPM, great mid-range power. 5,000, great horsepower, and it really starts to accelerate well. Now that comes in handy when you're driving around town. Off-the-line performance enables you to cross an intersection very quickly. Good mid-range power enables you to drive around town smoothly and have plenty of power to go wherever you need to go. Top-end power is great for merging onto freeways or passing a slower car, and the Altima does it all very well.
The QR25 incorporates a number of new advanced technologies that contribute to its power, quiet operation, and fuel economy. And it has achieved ultra-low emissions vehicle certification. The VQ35 V6 in Altima 3.5 SE carries on the tradition of the award-winning VQ engine series. Tuned to produce 240 horsepower, this engine promises to remain one of the 10 best engines in the U.S. and one of the most powerful in its class. Both engines feature several advanced technologies that produce impressive power and efficiency.
The aluminum alloy engine block and cylinder heads reduce engine weight for improved performance and fuel economy. Other lightweight engine components reduce energy losses during operation, providing smooth operation and allowing engine speed to rise faster for improved response with less vibration. The Nissan Direct Ignition System places individual coils directly over each spark plug to provide consistent and reliable high voltage to the spark plugs for improved performance and longer life with less service. The Continuously Variable Valve Timing Control System, or CVTCS, varies intake valve timing continuously based on engine RPM and intake flow for optimum performance, economy, and emissions control. In addition, both the QR25 four-cylinder and VQ35 V6 engines feature a variable flow intake manifold that enhances engine power output and drivability. The QR25 enhances its power output through the use of a variable flow muffler that uses a valve inside the main muffler to reduce back pressure at higher RPM. Finally, both engines feature an electronic drive-by-wire system instead of a conventional throttle cable. The result is more precise throttle control with stronger performance and better fuel economy.
Again, it's important to point out that many competitors do not offer the same advanced engine technologies you find in Altima. For example, Accord has a less sophisticated single overhead cam engine. Also, Accord does not offer direct ignition, continuously variable valve timing, or electronic drive-by-wire.
When you compare the acceleration capabilities of the Honda Accord to the Nissan Altima, the Accord just comes up short. Let me show you what I mean. Low-end power and off-the-line torque just isn't as strong. Mid-range power is very flat, and top-end power just isn't as strong as the Altima. We're comparing the acceleration of the Volkswagen Passat to the Nissan Altima. And the thing about this particular Passat is it's a 1.8-liter turbocharged engine. Turbochargers are good, but they lack in some areas, like off-the-line performance. You stand on the gas, nothing happens. Then all of a sudden the turbo spools up and you get some acceleration. Now that's a real pain when you're driving around town.
But the Altima engine story only begins with performance and efficiency. Several technologies in both engines enhance their quiet operation.
First, both engines have a silent type timing chain. The chain is designed specifically so it meshes with the sprockets with a minimum of impact noise. Both engines also have liquid-filled engine mounts that help absorb engine vibrations for improved passenger comfort. Because larger capacity four-cylinder engines have a certain amount of inherent vibration, the QR25 utilizes a compact engine balancer system that counteracts this vibration. Unlike competitive systems, Altima's is timing chain driven, lightweight, and located inside the oil pan for maximum effectiveness. Also, the QR25 has an engine ladder frame that rigidly supports the crankshaft and cylinder block to help reduce engine noise and vibration.
Naturally, 2002 Altima comes with a standard manual transmission and an optional automatic transmission. That's not new. What is new is the traction control system that's optional on 3.5 SE with an automatic transmission. Traction control limits drive wheel spin under most conditions, improving vehicle control on slippery as well as dry surfaces if the throttle is over-applied. Some competitive traction control systems operate only at low speeds. Altima's TCS operates at all speeds. Confident handling is another of Altima's strong dynamic characteristics. It's largely a function of several factors: structural rigidity, the design of the steering system, wheels and tires, and the performance of the suspension systems. Together, they allow the driver to maintain directional control of the vehicle, and they help the wheels maintain contact with the road.
The Nissan Altima is very maneuverable. It just does what you want it to do. Let me show you. Doesn't take a lot of steering input to maneuver around a corner. And it doesn't have a lot of body roll when you're turning the corner, or a lot of weight transfer. It's just very nimble and easy to maneuver.
For 2002, Altima has more than 20 body and structural enhancements that make it 65% more rigid than its predecessor. A more rigid body allows the suspension system to work more efficiently, improving dynamic performance and reducing noise, vibration, and harshness. A new positive mounted steering rack minimizes lateral movement to enhance steering response at all speeds. It's the same advanced design as that used in Sentra, Maxima, Infiniti i30, and Q45.
The Nissan Altima handles great, especially when you're going through a slalom-type maneuver, twisty mountain road. Let me show you what I mean. It's very balanced. It doesn't oversteer or understeer, and I don't have to make corrections when I go through the slalom course. The car just does it for you. We're about to take the Honda Accord through a nimble handling section, a slalom course. I want you to pay attention to how much work it is, how much steering input there is when I negotiate the corners, and also how much body roll. Here we go. Now the steering kind of locks up when you turn it real quick from side to side. It's just a whole lot more work to get the vehicle through the corners. Now when you talk about maneuverability, the Nissan Altima is great, especially in a low-speed parking lot maneuvering situation. The steering is just the right weight and it feels great. It's just easy to maneuver. We're going to compare the maneuverability of the Volkswagen Passat in a parking lot situation. During slow corners, it just takes a lot more work of the driver to get it through those corners.
Altima's front and rear suspension systems are also new for 2002.
The independent strut front suspension incorporates aluminum components to reduce weight and enhance ride quality and handling. A new isolated cradle frame for the suspension reduces noise and vibration while increasing handling control. Also, the shock absorbers are positioned closer to the wheel center to improve damping and reduce harshness. The all-new independent multi-link rear suspension also features aluminum components. It is almost 40 pounds lighter than the previous suspension, and it's similar to the advanced design that will be used on the new Z car. The springs and shock absorbers have also been separated to reduce suspension friction.
With the additional horsepower available in both new Altima engines, more braking power is an advantage.
The Nissan Altima's got great brakes, and they respond immediately as soon as you touch the brake pedal. Let me show you. As soon as you apply the brakes, they respond immediately. And notice that there's no brake dive. The vehicle's very balanced. We're going to take a look at the brake dive on the Honda Accord. We're going to accelerate out and stand on the brakes fairly briskly, and I want you to notice how much brake dive and nose dive the vehicle has, and then it pops back up. Here we go. See how it pops back up like that? It's just not as balanced as the Nissan Altima, which brakes very flat and even.
Altima's new braking capabilities are the result of 4 distinct systems working together to provide powerful, reliable braking in a variety of stopping situations. What are the 4 braking systems?
First, all Altimas now have 4-wheel disc brakes. The front discs, which supply most of the braking action, are vented to enhance cooling of the brakes. The rear discs are solid.
Next, for 2002, Altima adds a new brake assist system.
This system is incorporated into the power brake booster, increasing braking power with proportionally less pedal effort in light to medium brake applications, like those in normal everyday traffic. If the system senses the need for more braking power, for example by a sudden additional push of the pedal, it adds that power automatically.
The third integrated system is electronic brake force distribution, or EBD.
If you are carrying an additional load like rear seat passengers and/or trunk cargo, EBD helps to improve braking performance. As the load in the vehicle increases, EBD automatically applies more hydraulic pressure to the rear brakes, improving braking performance.
Finally, there's the anti-lock braking system, or ABS. ABS individually applies and releases the brakes up to 20 times per second, helping the driver maintain directional control of the vehicle while braking and turning. Also, something to point out to your customers is that sophisticated braking systems like Altima's are usually found only on much more expensive cars. In fact, similar braking systems can be found in BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, and Infiniti Q45. The last set of features that makes Altima special in the midsize segment are its wheels and tires. All 4-cylinder Altimas feature standard 16-inch wheels and tires, while the 3.5 SE has 17-inch wheels and tires. Larger, wider tires enhance dynamic performance, as well as create a more aggressive appearance. You won't find many competitive vehicles that offer standard 16-inch tires, and almost none that offers 17-inch tires. As you can see, the totally new Altima is definitely bold and thoughtful, from its expressive exterior styling to its 3 distinct interior environments. 2002 Altima portrays an individualistic spirit that will appeal to style-conscious buyers. Altima's image only begins with its styling. Its engine and handling performance are equally bold and thoughtful. Both the 4-cylinder and V6 engines and the new suspension systems make the new Altima one of the best-performing vehicles in its class.
For more information on the new Altima, consult your 2002 Altima product guide and your Altima competitive comparison. For more information about Altima's technical features, see the NPLS Encyclopedia CD-ROM and Encyclopedia Video Library, Volume 18, Nissan's Advanced Engine Technologies.